3,
2, 1.
Sup? Rolling. Boom, 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 boom.
New York.
These lights will inspire you. Push me and then just touch me.
Song. And get my
satisfaction. Cause I'm too messy.
And then I'm too fucking.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Saucy Sibz podcast. I'm Francesca.
And I'm Nicodemus.
And we miss you, fam.
We're back. We're back after a month-long hiatus. I'm so sorry. January sucks. You know
it's been awful. I know everyone says it every January, but I've never felt it as hard as this January. We're on day 73.
Why is that? Like this kind of like cycle of years has been like, not years, but weeks or holidays has been like Halloween was 2 months long.
Yeah.
And then we had the holidays, which were, I don't know how long.
No, it was like another 2 months.
Another 2 months.
And then January was 4 months.
Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, can we get to February already?
Because someone's turning 30.
It's my
weekend.
dirty 30. Yeah.
Nick will no longer be able to act like he's so much younger than me. He's like, yeah, I'm still in my 20s.
I'm
She's
still in my 20s, everyone. Look at me. Wave to the crowd. I can't believe I'm going to be 30, though. That is kind of a crazy thing. I know someone's probably listening and being like, wait, he's not 35. Are you kidding me? No, I know.
You do look older.
I do.
It's the beard.
I've looked like this since I was 23 or 21, really. So,
honestly.
Yeah.
But like mom and dad's youngest kid being 30
I
is
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
know either, but I feel good about it. Like I'm excited, and in gay years, turning 30 is like,
oh, in gay years,
it's like, you know, you're young, you get younger, you get hotter, you get more money, more freedom.
I loved turning 30. Everything got better from 30 on.
Good.
35 freaked me out a little bit because it just sounds old and like I need to have babies. But
yeah.
Other than that, 30's great.
35 does. I do see what you mean by that. Yeah. But
like there's only 5 more years. Like I'm halfway to 40. Which is why you guys need to subscribe to our Patreon. Because if I'm a 40-year-old with a failed podcast, I'll kill myself.
Jesus. Actually, guys, if you have been listening for a long time, we would really, really appreciate it if you subscribe to our Patreon. It's only like $3 a month, I think. And then there's like different levels of it.
There's a $3 and a $7 a month, but it's like our main income.
Yeah.
And we just like haven't pushed it, but we're going to start putting some cool stuff out there. But literally, if you listen and you like us and you support us, please. And then maybe we'll make some merch soon too. So that's another way to support. But
yeah. Because I was saying that I needed to be rich and famous by the time I was 30. A little.
We got a couple days.
couple days. I just like show a hole on TikTok. I'm just kidding.
Show a hole?
I'm kidding. You know.
I've never heard that.
Showing hole?
No. No, I have legitimately never heard that saying.
I also hate the word hole.
Yeah, no,
like,
same.
I've gotten like Grindr messages before, people being like, show me that hole. And I'm like,
I've had guys be like,
what? Oh,
like I want to like stuff every hole.
Oh, wow.
Gross.
Man, stuff every hole. Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That makes me want to be a virgin. You know, it makes me want to join the nuns.
Nick and I join a monastery.
Yeah.
The podcast fails. We disappear, become monks.
Can't show my face again, and I'm a virgin.
Anyway, it's on our links and everything. So it would like mean the world to us. You could really do it for $3 a month or $7 a month, and it could like be a whole income for us.
Radically change our lives.
Because we're unemployed again.
Which is good, though. We're kind of excited about it. We're out of our club era because you guys have seen, we've been hitting it hard. We've been acting like we're Diplo.
I know.
I don't know.
But we were working in a nightclub, so it like made sense.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a crutch because it's not like crazy money.
Yeah.
But it was like enough to survive, but it wasn't pushing us to like do other things.
I know. And then we were staying up so late, and like it's just like
when you get off work at 6 a.m., like nothing good can happen.
I know. And then also, like, I can't go to the gym the next day. I always feel bad.
Can't go to the gym until Wednesday, basically.
No, literally.
When we were doing that, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or at least Friday, Saturday, it was like extreme
jet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, sorry, I just got back from Japan. Just kidding. No, I've been at the club. I really don't know.
Like going to bed at 8 a.m. 3 nights in a row and then trying to come back and wake up at 9 a.m. on Monday.
9 a.m. is like really hard for us, guys.
No, it's crazy.
I'm not even kidding. But yeah, like I'm down to do that if I was in Berlin for a little bit, you know, and try it out.
We were actually like partying, but we were literally just working.
I know. I'm down to have those experiences when it's like really, really fun, but not just working or not just going to the club and staying out because that's what we were doing. And we have been having fun, but it's like, you know, let's save it for something actually fun, actually cultural.
And it's the same thing and same people every weekend, which I love my friends, but I was like, I'm glad we're just like, we're out of it. It's no longer an option.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like not drinking while working at a club is like borderline impossible.
It's impossible. I've done it like once or twice, but you know.
No, it's miserable when you do.
Yeah.
How do you handle like wasted, drugged out people?
We were at the afters the other day with our friend Tiff, and it was like 4 a.m. And the vibe was good. The DJ was great. We're there. We're hanging out. But it was like, I just looked at us and I was like, should we just go home?
I was like, crazy idea.
Crazy idea. What if we all just went to bed? I mean, it's not like it's not 4 a.m., you know?
Yeah.
We don't have to stay out till 6. Just hear me out, guys.
Hear me out.
Just like, let's go home. I don't know.
So we're back on our health journey. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable in this little chair.
The chair.
I don't know what to do here. Sorry. If you can see me. No. I'm like crouched in a little chair, like a little cat, but I'm just trying to get comfy with it.
No, because, you know, we have been pretty good about being in the gym because we're still on our health journey. And I was staring at myself naked in the mirror today, and I'm kind of getting buff.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And I was kind of like, okay. Like a lot of definition on the shoulders. And I was looking at older photos of myself and I was like, man, that really is like, I really am making gains, you know?
We're getting somewhere. My life coach has convinced me to get back into acting. And
I love this idea for you.
I know. And to really get in shape. It's definitely my passion in life. No, it's crazy. I haven't drank for a couple weeks and I'm literally so much prettier.
No, it is crazy. Like my face is way less puffy. It is.
No, it's like wild how that happens. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I got a little lip flip. If you guys don't know what that is, it's just Botox in your lip, like your top lip. So my smile isn't as gummy.
Yeah.
I'm smiling. You can't see.
Yeah.
But it's only like 4 units. A unit's like $13. So it's only like $50 and lasts like 3 to 6 months. And it's excellent. But no, you guys, it's almost done with dry January. Yeah. Which we like were iffy at, but we're on it still.
On it. Yeah. I'm doing a lot better. I mean, I did drink. I mean, it's definitely been the wettest dry January ever. But drinking less, and it's been good.
But I hope everyone's doing good with their New Year's resolutions. 2025 feels crazy.
It is crazy to
The energy is insane. I think our entire lives are about to change in a month or two. I'm not really sure how, but something's happening. Yeah. Like something's changing. Yeah. So I hope you guys are doing good with yours. And I don't know, obviously politics has been crazy, but just the world.
Oh my God, I forgot you just reminded me of something.
What?
Okay, so a good friend of mine is in jail right now, speaking of politics. And he's been in jail for like 2 months. And I had a phone call with him the other day. And I had to tell him that LA burnt to the ground. Like
Not funny. I'm not laughing at that. Just like the fact that you could be in jail and like not. You just had to tell him. You're like, hey, like.
And yeah, it's not funny that it burned to the ground, but it was funny that he just had no idea. And I had to break the news to him. And he was like, well, what do you mean? Like, how bad? And I was like, no, bad. Like, bad. Like,
actually, so speaking of change, Nick and I renegotiated our lease in Denver. We officially decided to move to LA. So we went down, we renegotiated to move in 4 months exactly, in 2 days. So, yeah. So in 4 months, so May 31st. And we were like, okay, that'll give us a few months. We'll figure it out. We're definitely going to LA. Day we signed it is the day the fire started.
Yeah. And I'm just taking that as a sign. Like,
no, that was maybe a sign. Like not the same day. Like something else, it could be like, oh, like maybe we shouldn't move you there. But the day we decided to go, it was like, you can't go to LA. It's gone.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we're going to move to
New York City.
New York City.
Back to my favorite city in the world.
I've always wanted to live in New York City too. I've just never really.
New York.
No, literally. Play it every day. Play it every day.
I listened to it almost every day when I first moved there years ago. Yeah.
These lights will inspire you.
No, it's you can. There's New York playlists.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
and they're
amazing.
also good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it feels right. And we're really excited about it. We're not 100% sure how we're going to get there.
But I told you things are changing.
Things are changing because you're going to subscribe to our Patreon. But also, I just feel like things are moving in that direction, and I'm excited to do it. I love Denver. Denver's been amazing to us. I just have always wanted to live in a big city and go do it. You know?
Yeah, New York's the only place where I've like flown in and felt at home. So like to me, it just like makes sense to go back. It is like hustle and bustle and hard, but it's almost kind of like Burning Man, where it's like everyone is there chasing their dreams and so happy. It's like you can manifest faster there, just like at Burning Man. You can think of your friend and see them. New York's always been like that for me. So I just think something's going to change and we're going to end up there. Like mark my words. But that's the goal in 4 months, no matter what.
Yeah. Just think, and Francesca doesn't have a car, so.
And I hate to drive. Like I just don't drive.
Yeah.
So
I'm her personal chauffeur, and which has been hilarious, but. Walking everywhere. I don't know. We'll see. Updates to come on that, but
that's the only place. We're not staying here.
I know. Yeah.
Unless New York burns down.
Yeah.
It's not funny. But like knock on wood, like we're going to New York.
Yeah.
I'll do something.
Mm-hmm. Show and whole. No, I'm kidding.
Except for that.
I'm kidding.
But I was gonna say, because we still do have our company. We just only have a couple of small clients right now, so we're not like fully unemployed. But if you know anyone that needs video editing services or social media management or social media content, that's what we do. That's what I used to do in New York City when I was a corporate girly. So let us know. Send us a DM on Instagram and we can have like a discovery call because or people who want to start a podcast. We can also do like remote podcast producers.
Yeah.
Or producing.
Oh, speaking of jobs. So you've gotten back into acting, which I think is really good for you. But you actually someone called us up and they wanted you to interview this DJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They so for this company Casa Alta that we like sort of work for, sort of don't, the guy who was gonna interview this DJ Mahez, he missed his flight. So they were like, hey, do you know anyone that could interview him? And they were like, oh, Francesca. So we were laying on the couch.
Like cuddled.
Like not us cuddled.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
We're not dating, everyone. No.
Like literally I'm like wrapped in my blanket because we went out until 8 a.m. the night before.
And we get a call and they're like, hey, can you come interview this guy? And we were like, what?
I was like, I guess I can get ready in an hour. I was like, I'm going to have to stick my face in an ice bath.
Mm-hmm. But you did it.
Thank you.
We really like showed up. And then also Mahez is opening for Benny Benassi, you know, the push me and then just touch me. You know that song?
I can get my
satisfaction. Legendary DJ. He's been on tour with him opening up for him. So Benny Benassi was there and it was just kind of like a lot. It was just really cool.
No, so it was cool. We got to have dinner with them and then we only had 8 minutes to interview, but I had my questions memorized. I do think it went really well. I haven't seen the footage yet.
It did.
And then we were trying not to go out. And then we got invited like backstage at Benny Benassi and a table to ourselves. Like
stage access. And it was just like Mahez, us, and then this girl Tiff. And we had the best time ever. I did feel like I was his go-go dancer the whole time.
No, I know.
It was just us.
It was just
there.
Us like behind him. I was like, wait, like I am really on display here.
Mm-hmm. And then that night we did break our dry January because, you know, I mean, it was just kind of like.
Well, we did our last night working at the nightclub was the day before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I purposefully like got drunk because I like didn't want to be there and was like, it's last night and like,
right.
I don't care. And if people don't like me for no reason, then I like to give them a reason.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I mean, really.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna not like me for being like an amazing bartender, then I'll show you a shitty bartender. I'll show you a drunk one.
I'll show you a drunk one.
But then like I had to drink through the interview because I
also
needed alcohol to get going.
Kind of calm the nerves, and then everyone else is drinking, and so we're backstage and we have this bottle of tequila to ourselves and we are having the best time ever. And it was really good. Like the DJ was awesome and it was so much fun, but Francesca ended up getting a little bit tipsy, and for some reason started taunting the security.
No,
which,
I become a menace.
Yeah. I don't 100% know where that comes from, but I also think it's hilarious to watch. And like
I was like, I'm gonna go get in a fight with security.
Why? Like, literally why? Like, but there was like this little box, kind of like a go-go box next to the DJ booth, and no one was standing on it, and they didn't want anyone on it. And Francesca kept putting her foot on it.
Like,
and
you know, when they're like touching the boat, like, don't touch the butt. Like on Finding Nemo, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And they were like, literally don't. And I was like, ooh.
The DJ or one of the security guards was like, I'm not fucking around with you. And you just put your foot on it. And I was like, what are you doing?
Like, if I'm bored at all, like, I will create entertainment for myself.
Yeah. Just taunt the security guards on stage so everyone can see. Like, what? But no, it was fun. We didn't get thrown out, actually. So
he apologized to me later. I think he thought I was like Benny Benassi's like manager or something.
I mean, in that situation, you just say, yeah, of course I am, you know. But no, so I just think that you did a great job with that. Well, originally it was supposed to be both of us interviewing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sound guy was like, oh, I only have one mic. So he was
two
like,
mics, yeah.
or two mics, one for the DJ. And so he was like, you just got to do it. And I was like, ooh.
I was like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Hold my tequila soda.
And it is like, what's it called? Nerve-wracking to just interview. And interviewing is really hard. Sometimes, especially if you don't know the person, like you literally sat down and like met him. And that is kind of, you want to have like a good vibe and you want to ask good questions and stay on topic. It's weird because you're having like a conversation with them and you're trying to be as normal and genuine as possible. But then you're also in your head, like having this trajectory of where you want the conversation to go. So you
then also trying to remember all the questions that you have.
Yeah.
Plus listen, plus be genuine, plus like make them feel comfortable.
Right.
Yeah,
so
it's like a lot of things to hold in your head at once.
It really is.
And then make your face like look good on camera.
Right. Yeah, like how do you listen to someone, like give someone undivided attention, but then you're actually not because you're thinking about so many different things, you know? It is weird. So that's like when you see those interviewers like on TV and stuff like Oprah. It actually is like a really crazy skill.
And I'm working on it.
Yeah, I think
I'm getting a lot better.
I think you're better than me for sure.
Thank you.
You know, yeah. But
I feel like I've done more on camera stuff than you have.
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
But it is like a muscle. Like I haven't done acting and stuff. Like, like I want to get so much more into hosting because it's definitely like a passion of mine. But it just like it's like scary.
It is scary. It absolutely is.
And the worst part is when you start thinking, you're like, how am I sitting? Like, what do I look like? What does my face look like? Am I smiling enough? And then you're not listening. And it's like, whoa, like chill the fuck out.
That's why it has to be like a muscle memory to do that. So you're not thinking about it. You just do it. Otherwise, because if you start thinking about it too much, you start thinking about like, and then you lose it. And I don't know. It is hard.
You can't be like, hold on, let me like interrupt you and like interrupt this entire vibe and like reset and like make you feel awkward. Like,
let me just think real quick.
Yeah. Like you're supposed to be the professional.
Yeah. It's definitely a muscle. Like even this podcast, we haven't podcasted in about a month. So
no, and I feel like, a little awkward because it's been a month.
Just like feel like a little out of practice and less natural about it. But I will say we were on a podcast the other day. Like
Table for One. Check them out. They're in Denver.
We'll link it.
We had so much fun.
And it's a new podcast. The guy, Joe, he just started it, but it's all about singles and dating and everything. But he doesn't really interview people that work in social media or like comedians or anything. And so it like I've watched some of the full episodes and some of them can be like, you can tell the person's like,
because they're like regular people.
Yeah, just regular people. But Francesca and I sit down and it was just like blah, 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 and just talking like a mile a minute.
Like, sup?
Yeah, we got stories to tell. And he was like, wow, you guys are really good at this. I was like, well, thank God. You know what I mean? Like
could you imagine if we weren't?
I know. We've been on enough fucking podcasts, you know? So that's why I think it's so interesting when I look at YouTube podcasts when it is really famous people, like comedians interviewing comedians. I'm almost amazed at how funny and how quick and how good they are at it, but I was like, they all do that, you know, like everyone in the room does it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, they better fucking be good. They're professionals, you know? So
think of all the like comedy guys up in New York that we could be friends with.
I know,
and all the different people that work in media. It's like the podcasting mecca.
It is, yeah.
I'm just so excited.
I'm so excited too, and I think it's good for us. I think that's where we're gonna head. Not that there's not comedians here. You know, we've had a lot of people on though, you know.
TikTok ban. We haven't had a podcast since
I know
all that hullabaloo.
Yeah, man. I guess it's been It's been about 10 days.
I know there's like an extension, but another reason why we need you guys on Patreon is so that we can like be friends with our people, because if I'm not like investing my entire future in fucking Instagram.
No.
And it's stupid to have just our people on TikTok.
And Instagram can go away at any point. I know it hasn't for a long time, but just think about how bad Facebook is. Have you guys ever been on Facebook recently? It's crazy.
I haven't like scrolled or anything. I just like get on and I'll check things because a lot of our saucy stuff goes there, but I haven't like Facebooked.
It's weird. Like the app is like Twitter, then Instagram, and then Reels, and then it's a whole bunch of AI generated photos. The whole thing just is such a mess and so strange. And then people's stories go onto the stories on Facebook. It's like I feel like they're trying to create like a super app, but it's just all kind of drowning itself out. So it looks like
everything Meta does. I hate.
Yeah, it looks like the dishwasher fluid of like or like a dirty sink of just content on social media. It's so bad. And so I feel like that could happen with Instagram, just like the way that they put threads into it, and they're trying to do that. And like I'm like, girls, like and then they just made that editing app called
Snap,
or it's
because there's CapCut, which is TikTok's editing app,
which is phenomenal. And then they made, I forget what it was. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah,
but
it's not. Don't look it up because I'm sure it's terrible.
I know. So.
But no, so Nick needs a new phone, and obviously we work in media, so it would make sense for him to have a new phone because his camera's broken. But if he gets a new phone, he can't have TikTok on his new phone because you can't download it.
I don't know what to do. I think maybe if it's already downloaded on your phone and you do that plug-in thing and then all the stuff goes in.
Dude, I don't know.
But like I know that you can't, if you delete TikTok right now, you can't download it right now, which is crazy. So I guess it is banned. I don't know.
The ban's still happening. So unless like, I don't know. I think they'll like Elon will buy it or something.
They're
which
saying
is also crazy.
Elon Musk, some other billionaire that owns Oracle, I think. I don't know anything about that. And then Mr. Beast is trying to buy it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true though. I don't think he has that much money too, but he just put out his official bid for TikTok on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, TikTok's better, guys. If you guys aren't on TikTok, I guess you can't get it now.
That's like the thesis statement of our entire podcast. It's like, you should get on TikTok.
It's so much better. And it's like when you're trying to get people to watch Game of Thrones and they're like, I literally don't want to watch it. I have no interest. And I'm like, but it's really good. You will enjoy it.
I've met people that haven't watched Game of Thrones, so I just want to be like, I'm presenting you a gift of the greatest form of television you could ever have. And you just like, your first time is going to be the best. So you could watch it.
I know. But like, it's like, fine. That's your choice.
I know. I guess it's your choice.
Another avenue of us making money, the only other life plan we have is we applied to The Amazing Race.
Oh, I forgot about that.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, we've been watching
We've
been watching The Amazing Race, and it's been so funny. Francesca and I are just like yelling at the TV the whole time, just like how much better we could do, which I know is arrogant.
I know, but like everyone thinks that until you're in the position.
But like, oh my gosh! And so we had to film like our video, which is 3 minutes long for The Amazing Race, and we had so much fun doing it.
Yeah. I think it was good. I think we're getting a call back. Actually, I know we're getting a call back. And you could win $1 million. $1
million? Doesn't that sound like a lot of money? I mean, it is a lot of money.
You have to pay taxes, probably in California.
So The Amazing Race has $1 million budget for just the I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's like more people watch it than Survivor.
Yeah. I've been looking. I guess okay. Also, there have been so many people that I've told that like, oh, I'm applying to The Amazing Race, and they're like, what's that? How do you not know what The Amazing Race is?
If everybody knows what Survivor is, how does not everybody know what The Amazing Race is? It's on season like 38.
I think it's on 40 or something like that.
Crazy.
But I'm like, what? You've never heard of The Amazing Race? I just
they race around the world. Okay, it's like cup teams of like 2 people, and they're either like friends or like brothers or like couples, and
siblings.
Yeah. So like we'd be perfect for it.
I know.
They just want personalities.
Yeah, and we got that. But yeah, we set it up in the studio. It looked all good and everything. But I want to be on it so badly.
Except we did like ask production if we had to wear like ugly athleisure every day because that's all anyone wears on the show.
Sometimes the outfits are severely lacking on the Amazing Race.
I know.
And I'm just like, man.
I was like,
we would definitely put our own spin on it and do something.
Nick was like, it's not the I shop at Marshall's race. And I was like,
I know, we really got saucy with it. It got a little spicy.
But that's what they wanted.
Yeah, that's our plan right now. Our financial plan is to just get cast on the Amazing Race and win it. And
hey, I got my financial plan 2 years ago was to get cast on Jay Leno and win it. And
you did. Yeah. And I remember when the money hit, we were like, hell yeah, sushi time. Man, I want it so badly.
We're also been really trying to go viral.
Oh yeah.
AKA the chicken purse.
Chicken
you
purse.
haven't seen, which didn't go viral. I don't know why the sitting and eating soup in our car went viral. Oh yeah, we haven't talked to you guys since that. We're a little souped out. We couldn't keep eating soup every day.
Oh my gosh. So we posted this video of us just drinking soup in our car outside of Whole Foods. And it got like 600,000 hits on Instagram and then like 200,000 on TikTok.
It's at 800,000 on Instagram.
Oh, is it 800,000?
Yeah.
And people, one, they all think we're dating the whole time. And they're like, oh, like they really found each other.
May this love find me.
Like, oh my God.
Like couple goals. And I'm like, damn.
But it really struck a chord with people. People are like, I've been married to my husband for 30 years. And I just wish he would do something like this with me. And I'm like, drink
I think
soup?
People are missing connection. I think they're very lonely, which makes me very sad.
I know, it does make me sad. So we were like gonna keep doing the soup thing, but I was like, I don't know if I can drink any more soup.
I know. Like at least soup at home is usually like really like light
and comforting.
But this was like really creamy. And I was like, if I drink another broccoli cheddar,
32 ounces of broccoli cheddar to the dome. Like I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore.
Start gaining weight.
But I will say the Whole Foods soup bar. Also, when have they had a soup bar? I don't remember them having a soup bar.
I don't either
recently.
really, but people were like, yeah, you've never. I was like, dude, I like just discovered it clearly.
I remember like pizza, hot bar, and then our Whole Foods like has
a whole
15 different soups.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just find it hilarious. I had no idea, but and it is actually really good. It does come out of a bag. It's pre-made, but it's still really good. Better than Panera.
We tried. We had a gift card to Panera from Christmas and we tried the Panera soups and we just couldn't.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Good. So Whole Foods better than Panera. You heard it here first. But yeah, so then we tried the chicken purse, which I feel like was cinematic gold. It was a rotisserie chicken TikTok and it did okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it was iconic, but it didn't go anywhere.
No, it is iconic.
Thank you.
Just because it didn't go viral doesn't mean it's not iconic. But someone called it Francesca core, just TM Francesca core. And I thought that was so funny because that is so you, like a rotisserie chicken. Okay. Also, girls in the rotisserie chicken. I heard someone say that you can tell if a mustache on a man is performative or not, or if it's like their actual personality.
Okay.
And other girls, like you can't tell like if their love for hot dogs or rotisserie chickens is performative or not. You started the rotisserie chicken.
No, Nick told me the other day that he think I like started the rotisserie chicken trend.
You've always been on that trend,
I've been eating, I guess because I'm gluten free. I've been eating a rotisserie chicken out of the bag for years.
Yeah, and that's
over
like
10 years.
When Tinks did that thing about the rotisserie chicken in the car, like everyone was like, "Oh God, that's so funny." I was like, "Man, that's so Francesca."
That's how I discovered Tinks. Is someone told me I reminded them of her.
So Francesca core, like
we're gonna be doing more Francesca
crumbs
core.
in the bed.
I eat in bed a lot, especially if I'm drunk, and I'm talking like burgers, nachos, noodles, and I'm always like horizontal. And it's actually insane.
And she'll start sending photos to group chats about like different like stains of whatever food she was eating, like avocado smeared across her pillow or something like that. And I'm just like, that is insane.
Just like a messy
Francesca
bitch.
core.
Yeah. Eating
avocado in the bed.
It's like, why am I not married?
I know. Oh my gosh. Could you
Because
imagine?
I eat in bed.
Some man's like, well, I thought she was
No,
cute,
I would have to, like, if I had to move, like, right now, move in with the man, like, I would have to change.
Maybe not eating in the bed is like a good thing.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It'd be changing for the good. It's just like,
yeah.
I am like a little too like messy to share my space with someone else.
Because I'm too messy.
And then I'm too fucking.
And that song is also you because sometimes when we clean the house, you go on a rampage. And I'm like, we're just cleaning. We're literally just cleaning. We don't need to do it right now immediately,
Yeah.
Because you're too clean when you clean, like you clean. And I'm like,
when I clean, I'm like toothbrush in the crevices. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a saloon the other night. I don't know if we don't have that many crazy stories, but we're going to gather some for you.
Okay. So we're at this like packed saloon and it's like a full on honky tonk the whole bit. And this guy that we knew, he comes over to me and he's like, "Hey, my gay friend's here. I really want to introduce you to him."
Not a guy that we knew, a guy that we've talked about him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Who stood me up for a couple dates, was there on a date.
The guy that canceled on her 2 hours before the date so we could go running, he was there.
Yeah.
And actually, I saw him at the bar when I first saw him, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." He was like, "Nothing." I was like, "No, I'm just here with some friends." He was like, "Do you normally come to this saloon?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Me neither." I was like, oh, "Okay, I guess." But yeah, so he comes up to me, and so we're not like really friends with this guy at all, but he was like, "Hey, I really want to introduce you to my gay friend." And as you know, if you're gay, someone's always like, "Oh, I have a gay friend that I want you to meet." And they show you a photo of him, and it's like someone that's just like, a troll. And it's like, just because we're both gay doesn't mean like we need to meet, So yeah, he was like, "Oh, I have a gay friend that's here. I really want you to meet him." And I was like, "Okay, like who is it?" And he points to the largest man in the entire saloon.
Yeah.
This like 6'8" actual cowboy, just like Hulk of a man. And I was just like, "That's your
You're
friend?"
like, "Okay, I'll meet him."
I was like, "Okay, I guess I can." But I was like, I've been with some big boys before, but I was like, man, 6'8".
Is that too tall? And I was like, it's never
I know,
too tall.
make me feel like a little petite princess over here. I was like, I don't know if I can actually do that, but I don't know. So we talked a little bit, but
he's a little too country for you.
A little too country.
But all of us girls were like, wait, is Nick the only one that's going to ride a cowboy tonight? Like, because us girls, like, we invited him, like, we all went, it was all the girls plus Nick. He's one of the girls. And we were like, let's just like go find some cowboys. Like, because the dating scene in Denver has been so bad. So we're like, let's do something we never do and go to the saloon during the stock show.
Yeah.
And then the only one that like talks to a cute boy is fucking Nick.
Like, what can I say? But no, you danced.
Okay, a man named Owen, of course. His name was Owen.
Yeah, I love it.
Asked me to dance. And he was definitely shorter than me, but holy shit, this man was whipping me around.
It was like, I was watching the whole thing and I was like, oh man.
No,
like,
I had like whiplash. I mean, he was an excellent dancer, but like I couldn't breathe. Like, I think I'm out of shape. I couldn't catch my breath. And I had to tell him to stop. And he was like, no, keep going. And I had to tell him I was like, I'm going to pass out.
No, I was watching it like this, like. I was like, I'm glad that's not me.
It was terrifying. It was
really
like being
fast.
on a roller coaster. Like, I felt like in a cartoon or something.
Yeah, just like
whipping me around.
Flip-flopping around. Yeah. You said he was kind of short, but you said he was really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick was throwing me.
Yeah, no, I want.
And then pulling me back and then spinning me around.
Dislocating your shoulder. Yeah.
Surprised I didn't dislocate anything. Could you imagine? But instead, I just like couldn't breathe.
The 6'8" cowboy, one of his friends was like, "Oh, like you two should dance." And I was like, I'm not doing that. Not that I don't mind dancing. I love to dance, but I'm just saying, like, I don't need this like 500 or 400 pound man to just like literally whip me around like you got whipped around. You know what I mean? I was like, I just don't know if I can do that.
But then the guy who stood me up, and then he's on a date with a girl there. He made it a point to tell me it was only the 4th date. And then he kept coming over to talk to me.
Only the 4th date. That's funny.
Laugh his ass off. Like, it looked like everything I said was like the funniest thing in the world.
I did think that was weird.
I know.
It was like we all were like.
It was like performative.
I know. It's like, it's not that funny.
Are you trying to like make her jealous? But then her friends would come over. It happened twice. Came over to pull him away and be like, "No, you're here with like our friend. Like, pull him away." And I'm like, "Yeah, go for it." Like, I'm not.
It was
trust
awkward.
Me.
It was.
I was like, "What?" I was like, "You are being rude to her. You don't have to keep coming over and chit chatting with me." I wasn't like going up to him, and he didn't introduce us.
I know.
But introduced me and all my friends to all his other friends.
The whole situation was awkward.
But if I was on a date with a guy and then he was probably like, "Oh no, she's just like a friend of like a friend." Meanwhile, like,
are we?
I'm just saying, like, that would be so rude. But like, girls, if you ever have a feeling with a guy, because like he was coming over and talking to me, blah blah blah, and wouldn't stop, he and I have hooked up. Could you imagine being on a date with someone and then they leave the date with you to go talk with a girl they've hooked up with before? And it's just like laughing at all of their jokes.
I know. He was like, how's your night going? You're like, oh, I'm good. Just with some friends. Oh, we're all just like, us girls are just watching this like, what? Like
he
what?
must have just been trying to make her jealous. Like, you know, those guys who then are like, then she gets upset and he's like, oh my gosh, like you're so insecure. I can't just go say hi to someone. It's like, no, it's weird because you didn't introduce me to her and then just kept coming over to me.
Or make it look like he just like knows everyone or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what weird. Insecure men do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, good luck with that, girly.
Yeah. By the way,
he's still blocked on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, we were nice. He's
anyway,
fine. I'm just not interested. Okay, you guys. Short little catch-up episode. Please subscribe to the Patreon so we can keep doing absurd shit and entertaining you guys. And connect with us more on all the different platforms.
DM us. I'll always answer your DMs. Say hi. Like, comment, subscribe. All the things. Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you guys.
I know. It feels good.
Talk to you soon. We're back. We're doing every week, no matter what.
Now that it's
at least for the next few months.
Like it's
January doesn't count for anyone. So I hope your resolutions are going good. Hope you're feeling good. And I'm excited for 2025 for all of us.
Yeah. I was saying that January is like the Monday final boss. Like it's the Monday of Mondays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do things on Mondays.
No.
Really.
No. Come on, we're unemployed. Well, okay, bye. Love you guys.
Cheers. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.